Welcome, welcome. Let's see if we can't claw our way into Master Ball today. It's a new day. I had to step away for a little bit, but did get some battles in before I went to bed. And honestly, I've just been ping-ponging back and forth. Not sure if it's the team or me. Well, I know it's not the team, it's me. But it's more a question of, is this team strong enough to carry a noob like me? Often it's often more maybe than a yes. All right, rain team with Scoville and Mega. Does he go Scovillain or the other one, Aerodactyl? It's my first game of the day too, so this ought to be fun. Ringer Boy Blaziken, and then Bascu Legion or Garchomp. I think Garchomp actually gets a lot done here. I could have actually maybe started Garchomp and bring in Blaziken after. But we don't really use Blaziken's Flare Blitz that much. Just doing a double protect on turn one anyway. I like Blaziken's little tail, it's just a cone sticking out his butt. Alright, here comes Mega Villain. Anything that touch it gets burned except, fire types. They don't get burned, thankfully. I'm pretty sure. Maybe they can get burned, but not through the usual means. Alright, he was just going for it. Okay. I still definitely want a Tailwind. I think we just Tailwind Rock Slide. Get the Rock Slide damage on the Villain and maybe pick up a flinch on the Sneasler. Or maybe both. Who knows? We're in a good mood today, so maybe the game's gonna be nice to us. Or maybe the game just wants to destroy us again. Interesting. Alright. Flinch. Alright, that's okay as long as he stays alive without any poisons. Okay. So, what we can actually do now is endeavor into the Sneasler slot and throw out another Rock Slide. Oh yeah, I forgot Blaziken's faster now. Whoops. That was dumb. I was doing this yesterday too. And I think I've done it in the past. Oh, we got the flinch on the Sneasler. Very nice. It all worked out anyway. I think we'll Let's actually protect the Whimsicott this turn in case he decides to try to attack with Scoville, and since he can't protect, and then maybe he switches out the Sneasler? Who knows? This Rock Slide can take them both out, though. Okay, yeah, that's not ideal, but it is what it is. Do we think the Archaludon protects this turn to block the Endeavor? I think if I were him, I probably would, but we're going to go for it just in case. Yep. Okay. That should still drop the Sneasler, though. Okay. Or Chaladon does not get the boost, thankfully. Um, Depending on what he brings out, we'll either Tailwind or we'll Endeavor into the Archaludon. I'm thinking we're going to Endeavor into the Archaludon slot and then close combat into it. That way, if he switches out, we do damage on whatever. I was expecting Pelipper to do wide guard there personally. I guess this is kind of wasted. I don't know what I was thinking there, but I guess I was thinking he would end up switching out or we would see wide guard, but neither happened. Okay. Whimsicott did a great job. I should have tailwinded there. I don't know what I was thinking, but I just for some reason cannot remember that that is the case of how things work. All right, Blaziken is blazing at this point. Pelipper just protected. I think we're gonna Rock Slide. No, we're gonna go for the sure thing into the Archaludon slot since he just protected. Or no, wait, dang it, he just attacked. What am I doing, bro? Pull it together. Here comes a weather ball into Blaziken like an idiot. Ay, ay, ay. I can't believe I just threw so hard. We even had this game. That's crazy. With +3 defense boost, I'm not sure Sucker Punch can even clear 12%, but we're gonna try it. Mixing a rock slide. Dang it, no. He has wide guard and protect. At least the Sucker Punch worked. So he has Sucker Punch, protect, or no, I mean wide guard, protect, weather ball. I'm assuming either Tailwind or Hurricane. Well, we cannot um we can't throw out a rock slide because, you know, that. So it was either one of these two get burnt. Garchamp over here. Dang it. He had a snack too. This Pelipper confuses the heck out of me. Alright, it's just Pelipper left. He does not have a wide move, so we just go into him. Yeah, we're good. Unless that confuses. Alright. Wow. So we were able to bring that game back even after completely throwing it. And that is GG, little Nest Boy. Well played. That is really just the essence of watching my new bass play this game is you get to see really dumb mistakes and then you get to see me try and correct for them. Hey, I was just watching this team on YouTube and it looks really fun. I want to try it. Unfortunately for us, it looks really powerful too. So, um, I think we go King Gambit, Whimsicott to start in case he starts with the Incineroar. Float will be our Mega because it's too much of a risk if he brings the Blastoise. And then Basculegion, no, he's got King Gambit, so our fourth will be Garchomp. I would assume he goes Blastoise, the two Flinchers, and the Cup, but who knows? They're on a 4-win streak, so they know how to pilot it. Yep, there's Blastoise and a Flincher. So Blastoise is going to Shell Smash turn 1, which lowers his defense a lot, but increases his attack and speed like crazy. I think what we have to do is protect the King Gambit and Moonblast into the Blastoise and hope that he tries to fake out the King Gambit. It's a big risk, but it actually, you know what, King Gambit, you go there, Moonblast. Dang it, I didn't get the turn off. I shouldn't have changed my mind. I should have just gone protect. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Yeah, shell smash. Huge, huge. So that actually puts him in Sucker Punch range. Which I don't think he will end up attacking this turn. I think he's going to read Sucker Punch. I think we set the Tailwind and sack the Whimsicott this turn. Or I guess we could protect Sucker Punch. No. King Gambit's gonna protect, and then we'll Tailwinds. Okay, he expected the Sucker Punch. Here's the thing, that water spout is not going to do very much. He's at 23%, even at +2. Okay. Does he wide guard again? I'm going to bring in Garchomp, and then we are going to Moonblast onto the Blastoise. Hopefully he does that quick guard again. He protects, okay. Dang. Okay, that's what I thought was coming. Alright, we have Tailwind, so we're still faster than both of them, even though Blastoise kind of has Tailwind. Whimsicott is faster. Oh no. Dang, that is unfortunate. Oh, we got him! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. See ya, Blastoise. Alright, Whimsicott has one more turn left in it. I think we protect on Garchomp. And we endeavor the Sneasler. He's likely going. Do we think that he fakes out the Whimsicott to kill it? I don't know. Let's find out. Well, we got it off anyway. And he went into the Garchomp. Excellent. All right. Excellent job, Whimsicott. Excellent job. All right, let's bring King Gambit in. We protected last turn. So we'll do the powered up double tantrum. It might end up going into the Sinistra. Actually, let's rock slide. Cleave. Dang. All right. Well, that finishes off the Sneasler. Kowtow should finish off this little boy here with his rage powder. All right. What does he have left? We don't know. King Gambit. All right. We are going to protect turn one King or on Floette. And yes, he forfeits. He was about to get low kicked anyway. GG Coconut, well played. And if I'm not mistaken, that should put us in Master Ball Tier 4. We are out of our madness descent. Quit battling forever. Not really. Third time reaching the Master Ball tier. Yeah, you've been saying that for like weeks or even months, maybe. Well, that is Master Ball. Why don't we go ahead and claim all our prizes now that we have finished that? Didn't need the Pokemon nor the Mega Stones. I'll just get reimbursed, I think. But I really like the clothes and the throw. So I did drop the little few bucks to get it. I admit it. Claim all. 21,000 VP in there. Jeez. Well, I guess we have to. Oh, wait. Can we just delete all? There we go. Okay. It won't let you mass delete these for some reason. Okay, and then our sub menu. Blaziken's a really fun guy. There's I actually wanted to try that team and wrote down the team ID for it. So I'm gonna try it at some point, but I am content with our team right now. Oh boy. 10,000 VP, Arena Master, and a really cool badge. Win 500 ranked battles. Man, I have played this game a lot. You'd think I'd be better at it by now, but turns out there's people that have been doing this for years. decades even. Imagine. Yeah, I had a feeling our rating would be kind of lame at 1600 here. We did lose a lot of matches on our way up, and I definitely hit a tilt point yesterday, but it is what it is. Let's get out of there. I saw that the top person last season had like 2600, which is insane. That's 1,000 more. And you get what, like 10, 15 max? All right, what is this team? It would be a normal Tailwind team if it didn't have Giraffe. Oh, Whimsicott, my love. If he starts Garchomp, what's the punish for Blaziken? Not a lot. But he also only hits the 2 flyers, really. Well, plus the King Gambit. Yeah, alright, we'll take him. No Bascu Legion, so we'll bring Garchomp. Oh, it's nice to be out of Vulture Ball now. Also, it gives us a little bit of freedom to play around with teams. Alright, he does start Garchomp. Hmm. Do we Tailwind is the question, or do we go with a Moonblast? Honestly, thinking Moonblast. Blaziken doesn't really need the Tailwind to go online. Aerodactyl could have Wide Guard. Let's say that may have been a very greedy choice. Because dual wing beat works for everybody but me. We've established that. Yep, see? Everybody hits dual wing beat but me. I don't know if I have a way out of this. That dude just dismantled my whole starting lineup. Sorry, someone just kept blowing up my phone. It was a recruiter that literally can't wait for me to respond. He has to hit me 12 times. Honestly, we don't have a way out of this. We're just gonna forfeiture and move on. Yeah, like I said, dual wing beat never misses against me, but using it is a problem. I don't think maybe I've been in the 1500s, but it's been a long time. Usually once you're into 16s, it's kind of like you you get the people who are just memeing, but looks like we got a fire team. I'm assuming they start to Serena for the Queenly Guard. What's he do? Hmm. Actually, I think we do Garchomp on the start. There's a lot that he can do with that. And we might just switch into Blaziken. Okay. Oh, he went double fire. Interesting. Well, honestly, I think we tailwind and do we think that stomping tantrum's only one. I don't know Ninetales move pool enough. Pyroar can do some weird things too, but Tailwind Garchomp gets the rock slide off. Man, that shiny is so cool. Go Fest is coming up on Pokemon Go, and I highly recommend checking that out if you want to get shinies to bring over to this game through home. The whole Go Fest is actually free this year. It's the first time it's ever happened. So pretty hyped about that. And Pyroy flinched, excellent. He for some reason lowered my special attack or he lowered my special defense. But Pyro flinched and couldn't do his heat wave, so he gave up quick. I understand. Been there. Okie doke. We've got another weird giraffe placement team. I don't think that I fully understand where and why he's showing up the way he is. Like Whimsicott and the rest of his team, it makes sense to me, but I don't understand the giraffe. I guess if he's looking to set up screens, maybe instead of Tailwind. That said, I think we go Garchomp on the start again. Um, Blaze can actually close combat a lot of these dudes, and then King Gambit for the Basculegion is our rule of thumb. Oh, he did go Basket Legion. I respect the shiny Whimsicott too. Hmm. Let's bring in King Gambit. I'm worried he's gonna Moonblast and Wave Crash into the Garchomp and just instantly kill it. I think the King Gambit should be able to survive that. But I don't know. Might be a new move. All right. That was a good switch in. Ouch. That really hurt. Okay, well, he did not set Tailwind. I think we just Moonblast into the Basket Legion and Sucker Punch it. Hopefully he attacks, we Sucker Punch, take it out, and then we just Moonblast the Whimsicott. But I don't know. He might have Aqua Jet. Yep. Oof, that did some damage. Got a crit. We'll take it. All right, King Gambit is now critical. They have Tailwind. That Basque Legion is still very fast. They're going to want to try and get this King Gambit out of here, I assume. He probably Aqua Jets into it again. Nope, he protects. Ouch. That didn't feel good. All right. So that gave us some interesting information. He won the speed tie there on the Whimsicott. So our Whimsicott went last. I think we still Moonblast in that spot. And Sucker Punch the Whimsicott because he's going to Aqua Jet for sure. Well, okay, I guess. Dude, he won the speed tie twice. What the heck? Give me the side of the coin. That's not even fair. What's the point of having a max speed Pokemon if you're never going to actually see the max speed? I ask you. He is going to want to get into that Blaziken real bad, I assume. Or he wants to get into the Garchomp. That both are enticing, I'm sure. And we don't have our Tailwind anymore. This dude has got us beat, pretty sure. But you never know. We've actually come back from weirder positions. This dude's Whimsicott is a monster, though. Uh, he read me. Big time. What are you gonna do? You move on to the next one and learn from your mistakes. What were our mistakes on that game? We let the King Gambit get damaged way too much. We should have anticipated the Aqua Jet the first time, which we did not. We just tried to sucker punch. And honestly, anyone at this point knows that that's something they have to look out for. So I was far too obvious with my moves. He was able to see the most optimal move and actually go for the second move. So, um, yeah, guy knows how to play and got me good. I was actually on Reddit earlier, and Gallade came up as a guy to look out for. I guess he's kind of a glass cannon, but can really mess things up if left unchecked. That said, I would imagine he starts the Kangaskhan, and if he doesn't Mega, he can still fake out the Basculegion, so he's not nearly as valuable. The Floette, I think, is going to be our Mega here. But we're going to lead with Garchomp, Floette, King Gambit. I'm always afraid to bring the Basculegion when I see a King Gambit, just because my memory is terrible and I often forget about the Sucker Punch mechanics. All right, I am quite certain Chandelure has Levitate. So we are just going to take a turn one Protect, let him get his fake out. I imagine that he has Last Resort, which I gotta figure out how to deal with. I guess ideally I would hope he goes into the Whimsicott with it. Alright, he faked out into the Garchomp. Trick Room. Alright, well, I'm glad I didn't get the Tailwind off, at least. So, let's break this down. We don't want a Tailwind anymore. We can't protect. We could Moonblast. Really, Whimsicott going down to Sash is super useful. So that is going to be our hope here. We need to start sending out some damage, though. So the turn one double protect is always something I hate doing, but I also hate eating fake outs. And my predictability isn't quite there yet. All right, we eat the Shadow Ball. Here comes the Double Edge. Ugh. And there goes the Double Edge. Okay. I don't know that Chandelure brings any priority moves to get around the Sucker Punch. Really, I don't know a whole lot about the Pokemon itself, except it looks really cool. So there's that. Let's go ahead and Moonblast again. And we'll set up, actually, do we think we can low kick into that? Nah, let's sucker punch the chandelier just to be safe. He's sashed. Bummer. All right, here comes another last resort or whatever it's called. King Gambit's burned. Rip. Oh wow. Did I read the movie had wrong? Dang. All right. Well, we have just dropped this game. Actually dropped the last couple of games. So I think once this is done, I am going to cut this. Wow, these are both just hanging on by a thread. I have to call back a recruiter that is frantically calling me over a position for my company. All right, I honestly didn't see what happened there, but it looks like they got our flow at. Okay, for anyone who actually dropped in, I appreciate you dropping in. I'm sure it is a little hard to watch someone lose. But I swear I am trying. So I am going to end the stream and cut this off into like a 45-minute into a 45-minute video, and then I will take care of some work. I'll be back on and we'll be playing for another hour or two until I have to go to another meeting. So thanks for watching. We are Master Ball Tier. Time to really play. See ya.